Good morning. It's Jeffrey Paul with an inspiration for you again today. And an inspiration that I think may set you free. Are you ready to be set free? You know, there's something that's really robbery of time, of life, of thoughts, of experience. You know what that robbery is? Worry. Have you ever worried? With a big smile on my face, I say, have you ever worried? You know, worry is something that is... when it's extended really a lot, when that worry really builds up, you can almost see it on somebody's face. You can see it in their nervousness. You can see it in their anxiety. You can hear it in their words so many times. But worry is it's such a bad poison. And that word I want you to think about, poison. Would you take poison? If I said you drink some poison, would you do that? No, you wouldn't do that. And worry is the very same thing. You know, if you considered writing down what you're worried about at any time, and you wrote it down at the end of the day, came back and looked at, did it ever happen? Or the next day, did it ever happen? The majority of what you worry about, statistics say, very seldom come to pass. But the worry has done an incredible work in you. It can not only disrupt you from paying attention to the good things around you, it can cause you not to think about the people that might be there to help you or that are loving you and are compassionately a part of your family, friends, and workers and relationships. Worry can cause effects in your body, not only from a zit, but health issues and problems like that. I mean, science has proven that. So worry, written in Matthew chapter 6, verse 25 through 34, 2,000 years ago, knew what they were talking about. It said that don't worry because all the worry that you do can't even change one hair color on your head. And I know about hair. There's a lot of process that goes into changing the color of someone's hair, but worry doesn't do it. Worry has no power to change that process, but does it have power to direct us and misdirect us and make us draw back and to cause us to be anxious, where it says in Scripture to be anxious about nothing? Well, you say, Jeff, I know, but how do I stop worrying? Good question. I'm glad you asked that question. I'll help you with that. The reality of worry is a thought process. And the only way that thought process can be changed is a paradigm shift. Steve Covey coined that phrase, I believe. The paradigm shift means that I am looking this way and I need to look this way. And what I need to do is I need to substitute that which I'm thinking about. So, give you an example. If I'm worried about getting a job, let's just use that example. I'm worried about it. I'm worried about what I'm going to say in the interview. I'm worried about the boss liking me. I'm worried about dressing correctly. I'm worrying. I'm stressing myself out and causing an effect. I'm not going to be at my best. I'm definitely not going to look my best. I'm not going to look confident. I'm not going to have that glow and that radiance. Versing, starting to think these thoughts, the thoughts of, I'm going to do my very best. I'm going to blow them away. They are going to offer me the best job, even beyond what I'm going in there for. They're going to be excited about me. And suddenly, there's only room, as science tells us, there's only room, as Matthew 24, chapter 6 says, that you can't serve two masters. Your mind cannot do two things at one time. As many things as it can do simultaneously, it can't do two things at the same time, even though it can do thousands and thousands of processings and very quickly, better than any computer. But it can only process the one thought. So if you're thinking about worrying, stop and replace it with the thoughts of God. And begin to think upon these things, the things that are good, pleasing, perfect, excellent about you. I'm worried about the weather. There's an ice storm coming. Hey, it's beautiful outside. It's going to turn for the good. Spring is just around the corner. Anything that you can do to begin to process the change of thinking and begin to think these thoughts, because the same negative energy that goes inside you and I, that spiritual power that's inside that worry, is equally, but even greater, what happens on the positive side, on the faith side. And your health of your body, your encouragement, your strengthening comes to you because you begin to stop worrying, as the scripture says, and begin to think upon these things that are good, pleasing, and perfect. So as I say to you today, stop worrying. I'm not just telling you stop worrying and not giving you the how-to. Here's the how-to. Replace your worries with thoughts of good, pleasing, perfect, excellent, positive, encouraging. And watch what happens in your life, besides you being calmer, besides you being more relaxed, besides you being more peaceful. And if you want the B plan, the plan that takes you to the next level, the exponential, begin to speak it. Begin to speak what you're thinking. Because the power of words, the book of Proverbs says, is the power of life and death. Wow. Wow. So think about this. If I'm saying I'm looking to get a job, I'm really worried about getting that job, I'm worried about saying the right things, I'm going to say the right things. I'm going to say the most impressive things that they've ever heard. And you say that out loud as well as think it, you have an exponential power that God has given you to explode into achieving a day of peace, a day of accomplishment, a day of effectiveness and productiveness. And you will find, what I'm telling you, that worry will have no power over you. Are you ready for that? Okay, so here's your challenge one more time. Your challenge is to not worry, but just not to put that out there. Not worry by replacing it with the thoughts of faith and hope and encouragement, and then speak those words out, because faith comes from hearing the word, not only the thoughts, but the words that you're speaking. And watch what happens in your day today. And you may make it a habit for life. Once you grab a hold of thinking upon these things that are good and stop the worry. You ready for that? Well, I hope you are. If you're looking for some more information and more inspiration, go to my YouTube that's here that you can get linked to. Go to my blog. You can join on, get some beauty tips, but you can also get my other inspirational teachings that are there. And Weeks for Kids is there, my charity. You want to know how to help kids? It's there, whether you're a salon owner, whether you're a friend of mine, or you just love kids. Click there and see some incredible stories of children that'll inspire you beyond what you can imagine. And remember, the beauty and change and turning off of worry and turning on of faith all happens inside you. So because of that, I want you to know this. It's time to change. It's time to be beautiful. And it's up to you now to change from within. Have a beautiful day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.